Hi, I'm Trevor Conquergood from Sunset Stitches, and today I'd like to introduce you to Embroidery Spectacular, which is my newest class about all things embroidery. It's suitable for anyone that has an embroidery machine, new embroiderers, and people that have been doing it for many, many years. You'll all love Embroidery Spectacular. And so Embroidery Spectacular number 1 is actually 12 monthly classes and 12 monthly downloads. That includes the printable class review and the recording of the live class, along with all of the designs and goodies that come with that class. Now, let's just talk about Embroidery Spectacular number 1, class number 1, which was recorded on October the 30th, 2014. And what you can see here on the left is this is the printable class review for that class. So why don't I just scroll through and show you the topics of our first class. So in Embroidery Spectacular number 1, after I got done with the introduction, you'll see that it says at 11 minutes of the video, there's a segment called Embroidery Recipe Box, and that segment is all about needles and thread and stabilizers and hooping techniques, and you'll learn about designs and how to select designs, and this will be my most popular topic that'll reoccur in every class. After the Embroidery Recipe Box segment, I had one called Product Spotlight, and it's about my very first product spotlight was on a free software called Wilcom TrueSizer, and I was promoting it because I'm able to provide you with a resizable embroidery format. Let me just bring up my Wilcom TrueSizer software, and you'll see here's a design that's one of the designs from the class of the app. It's a freestanding lace applique doily. And I guess with the Wilcom software, you could take my design and change its size, and it does a wonderful job of, I guess, calculating new stitches based on my original embroidery design. And then you could save it to any number of formats, just to show you there's a long list of both commercial and domestic formats. And of course, in the download, I provide the most popular formats already, but if you want to use this software to resize them, then that's what it's for. Anyway, that was a product spotlight, and I'll have different products that I'll spotlight in the different classes. Now, moving forward, I did a segment called the Thread Trials, where I created these set of redwork ladies specifically to study things like the different weights of thread. So we looked at 30 weight thread, 40 weight thread, 60 weight thread, 80 weight, and 100 weight threads, and how they, I guess, changed the appearance of the exact same embroidery design. And so that was a really great segment. This is probably one of my most popular segments of the class, called Designer Spotlight, where I get to introduce you to a new embroidery designer each month and showcase some of their work. And I recorded a video. In this case, it was April Brown from Granny Goose Designs, and we looked at the clothes that she makes for dolls, and she provided us with a little freestanding heart that stitches, and you can use Mylar, and we learned about Mylar. And so these are the topics of the class. So embroidery on paper starts at 45 minutes of the class, and we talk about stitching on paper and incorporating photographs and how to do that. The next segment, this is a really fun segment with my good friend Maggie Cooper, who's from the UK, and she's provided me with this beautiful crochet doily. And I've recorded an interview with Maggie, and I had an interview with April, and those interviews are included with the class. Let me just bring up the class download. This is what you would get if you downloaded class number 1. You'd find that there's, well, first of all, it comes in a zip file, which I'll show you how to unzip to get all these contents. And you can see there's the class recording, which is in Windows Media format. There's a printable class review in the PDF format, and then in each one of these folders, so let's just open up the folder for example, Meg's Meandering. You'll see that there's 2 folders here, a folder with photographs and video. So here's the bonus video that's with me and Maggie on an interview, probably 25 minutes long. Then there's the photographs of the designs. And so you get all the wonderful photographs and the recordings. Of course, you also get the designs themselves. So going back up a folder, you'll see that there's a folder for the designs that were provided with this segment, and there's several formats included. So that's kind of what the downloads are all about. You download the file. So you're certainly welcome to attend the class live, but afterwards you download it and you save that on your computer to be able to watch it anytime. And there is, if you choose, they think I have a DVD option at the end of the year. I can provide you with all of the downloads on a DVD, so that's fine as well. Here's the segment I did about this freestanding lace applique doily, and so in that segment I would have talked about how to create a freestanding applique, and of course there's beautiful designs included. I'd even go so far to say that there's spectacular designs. This segment is really a wonderful one with my wonderful friend Celine Ross from École de Couture in Montreal, Canada, who is very knowledgeable about creating garments and manipulating, not monogramming, but modifying garments. And we, in this class, created this cutwork paisley design, which we incorporated into denim and into garment like a blouse. So yeah, you'll learn about things like that. Now, the last segment in the first class is called the Digi Trials. And in this segment, I'm really trying to promote custom digitizing. And what I do is I purchase a design from a design company, like a professional digitizer, and then I review the work. I talk about their customer service, I talk about the design I got, I talk about what you need to know if you want to purchase embroidery designs. And so that's been a really great segment. I think you'll really enjoy it. So that's all of that just in the very first class, Embroidery Spectacular #1. Now let me just take you for a moment to my website. So I have two things I'd like to show you. There's the embroideryspectacular.com. It's my blog where you can learn about the classes in more detail. So there'll be a blog post for each segment of the classes, and you can see here on the left, we've got Embroidery Spectacular #1. There's 10 posts for that class. I'm now blogging the second class, Embroidery Spectacular #1-2. And so if I click on that, you'll see the segments. So the first segment of that class is another product spotlight on Subox Creations. And I have an interview with my good friend Peter Cheney from Subox Designs, and that's his beautiful wife Erica. And so these are the types of people that you'll meet if you join the classes, and the types of projects and embroidery collections that you'll learn about. So really, Embroidery Spectacular is for everybody and anybody. So yeah, one great thing about the blog is you can use it to search the content. So if you're not sure what was in it, or if you're a member of Embroidery Spectacular and you just want to look for topics like applique, you could just come and type in the word applique and it'll show you that here. So that's what the blog's all about. And you're certainly welcome to use this to make comments about the classes as well. So if you're ready to join, then what you're going to want to do is visit my website, which is called sunsetstitches.com, where you'll find a link. Now I have several classes, most of which are about software and how to create embroidery. But this is the class we're talking about here, Embroidery Spectacular. And if you select that, you can find out about the 12 monthly classes and the class dates. And you can choose to purchase that for $60, 12 monthly downloads, and 12 classes to attend live. And the cost is $60 Canadian. You can choose PayPal and purchase it online, or if you like, you can phone me and give me your credit card number, which I can process, or you could mail me a check in the mail. It's all good for me. Dealers, clubs, teachers are welcome to participate. If you want to know more, please just email me, trevor@sunsetstitches.com. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and learning a little bit more about Embroidery Spectacular and my very first class, Embroidery Spectacular #1. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful day, and thanks very much for listening. Bye for now.